Chapter 13. And on that day, Yahushua went out of the house. Matthew, chapter 1. The book of the genealogy of Yahushua, Messiah, son of Daud, son of Abraham. Abraham brought forth Yitzchak, and Yitzchak brought forth Yaakov, and Yaakov brought forth Yehudah and his brothers. And Yehudah brought forth Peretz, and Zerah by Tamar. And Peretz brought forth Hetzron, and Hetzron brought forth Ram, and Ram brought forth Amminadab, and Amminadab brought forth Nahshon, and Nahshon brought forth Salmon, and Salmon brought forth Boaz by Rahab, and Boaz brought forth Obed by Ruth, and Obed brought forth Yeshai, and Yeshai brought forth Daud the sovereign, and Daud the sovereign brought forth Shlomo by Uriah's wife, and Shlomo brought forth Rehoboam, and Rehoboam brought forth Abiah, and Abiah brought forth Asa, and Asa brought forth Jehoshaphat, and Jehoshaphat brought forth Joram, and Joram brought forth Uzziah, and Uzziah brought forth Jotham, and Jotham brought forth Ahaz, and Ahaz brought forth Hizkiyahu, and Hizkiyahu brought forth Manasseh, and Manasseh brought forth Amon, and Amon brought forth Yoshiahu, and Yoshiahu brought forth Yekiniah and his brothers at the time of the exile to Babel. And after the exile to Babel, Yekiniah brought forth Shealtiel, and Shealtiel brought forth Zerubbabel, and Zerubbabel brought forth Abihud, and Abihud brought forth Eliakim, and Eliakim brought forth Azor, and Azor brought forth Tazadaq, and Tazadaq brought forth Akim, and Akim brought forth Elihud, and Elihud brought forth Eleazar, and Eleazar brought forth Mattan, and Mattan brought forth Yaakov, and Yaakov brought forth Joseph, the husband of Miriam, of whom was born Yahushua, who is called Messiah. So all the generations from Abraham to Daud were 14 generations, and from Daud until the exile to Babel were 14 generations, and from the exile to Babel until the Messiah were 14 generations. But the birth of Yahushua Messiah was as follows. After his mother Miriam was engaged to Joseph, before they came together, she was found to be pregnant from the set-apart spirit. And Joseph, her husband, being righteous and not wishing to make a show of her, had in mind to put her away secretly. But while he thought about this, see, a messenger of Yahuwah appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of Daud, do not be afraid to take Miriam as your wife, for that which is in her was brought forth from the set-apart spirit. And she shall give birth to a son, and you shall call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. And all this came to be in order to fulfill what was spoken by Yahuwah through the prophet, saying, See, a maiden shall conceive, and she shall give birth to a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which translated means El with us. And Joseph, awaking from his sleep, did as the messenger of Yahuwah commanded him, and took his wife, but knew her not until she gave birth to her son, the firstborn, and he called his name Yahushua. Chapter 2. And Yahushua, having been born in Bethlehem of Yehuda in the days of Herod the sovereign, see, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born sovereign of the Yahudim? For we saw his star in the east and have come to do reverence to him. And Herod the sovereign, having heard, was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And having gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. And they said to him, In Bethlehem of Yehuda, for thus it has been written by the prophet. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Yehuda, you are by no means least among the rulers of Yehuda. For out of you shall come a ruler who shall shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod the sovereign, having called the Magi secretly, learned exactly from them what time the star appeared. And having sent them to Bethlehem, he said, Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring back word to me, so that I too may go and do reverence to him. And having heard the sovereign, they went, and see, the star which they had seen in the east went before them, until it came and stood over where the child was. And seeing the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. And coming into the house, they saw the child with Miriam, his mother, and fell down and did reverence to him. And opening their treasures, they presented to him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed for their own country by another way. And when they had left, see, a messenger of Yahuwah appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, take the child and his mother, and flee to Mitzrayim, and remain there until I bring you word. For Herod is about to seek the child to destroy him. And rising up, he took the child and his mother by night, and departed from Mitzrayim, and remained there until the death of Herod, to fulfill what was spoken by Yahuwah through the prophet, saying, Out of Mitzrayim I have called my son. Then Herod, having seen that he was fooled by the Magi, was greatly enraged. And he sent forth and slew all the male children in Bethlehem, and in all its borders, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had exactly learnt from the Magi. Then was filled what was spoken by Yirmiyahu the prophet, saying, A voice was heard in Ramah, wailing and weeping in great mourning, Rahel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted, because they were no more. And Herod, having died, see, a messenger of Yahuwah appeared in a dream to Joseph in Mitzrayim, saying, Arise, and take the child and his mother, and go into the land of Israel, for those seeking the life of the child are dead. And rising up, he took the child and his mother, and came into the land of Israel. But hearing that Archelaus was reigning over Yehuda instead of his father Herod's, he was afraid to go there. And having been warned in a dream, he departed for the parts of Galilee, and came and dwelt in a city called Nazareth, thus to fulfill what was spoken by the prophets. He shall be called a Nazarene. Chapter 3. And in those days, Yohanan the Immerser came proclaiming in the wilderness of Yehuda, and saying, Repent, for the reign of the heavens has come near. For this is he who was spoken of by the prophet Yeshayahu, saying, A voice of one crying in the wilderness, Prepare the way of Yahuwah, make his paths straight. And Yohanan, having a garment of camel's hair and a leather girdle around his waist, and his food was locusts and wild honey. Then Jerusalem and all Yehuda and all the country around the Jordan went out to him, and they were immersed by him in the Jordan, confessing their sins. And seeing many of the Pharisees and Sadducees coming to his immersion, he said to them, "Brood of adders, who has warned you to flee from the coming wrath? Bear, therefore, fruits worthy of repentance, and do not think to say to yourselves, 'We have Abraham as our father.' For I say to you that Elohim is able to raise up children to Abraham from these stones. And the axe is already laid to the root of the trees. Every tree, then, which does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. I indeed immerse you in water unto repentance, but he who is coming after me is mightier than I, whose sandals I am not worthy to bear. He shall immerse you in the set-apart spirit and fire. His winnowing fork is in his hand. He shall thoroughly cleanse his threshing floor and gather his wheat into the storehouse, but the chaff he shall burn with unquenchable fire." Then Yahushua came to Galil, to Yohanan at the Jordan, to be immersed by him. But Yohanan was hindering him, saying, "I need to be immersed by you, and you come to me?" But Yahushua, answering, said to him, "Permit it now, for thus it is fitting for us to fill all righteousness." Then he permitted him. And having been immersed, Yahushua went up immediately from the water, and see, the heavens were opened, and he saw the Spirit of Elohim descending like a dove and coming upon him. And see, a voice out of the heavens saying, "This is my Son, the beloved, in whom I did delight." Chapter 4. Then Yahushua was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tried by the devil. And after having fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. And the trier came and said to him, "If you are the Son of Elohim, command that these stones become bread." But he, answering, said, "It has been written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of Yahuwah." Then the devil took him up into the set-apart city, and set him on the edge of the set-apart place, and said to him, "If you are the Son of Elohim, throw yourself down. For it has been written, he shall command his messengers concerning you, and in their hands they shall bear you up, so that you do not dash your foot against a stone." And Yahushua said to him, "It has also been written, you shall not try Yahuwah your Elohim." Again the devil took him up on a very high mountain, and showed him all the realms of the world and their esteem, and said to him, "All these I shall give you, if you fall down and worship me." Then Yahushua said to him, "Go, Shaitan, for it has been written, you shall worship Yahuwah your Elohim, and him alone you shall serve." Then the devil left him, and see, messengers came and attended him. And Yahushua, having heard that Yohanan had been put in prison, withdrew into Galil. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is by the sea, in the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali, to fill what was spoken by Yeshayahu the prophet, saying, "Land of Zebulun and land of Naphtali, the way of the sea, beyond the Jordan, Galil of the Gentiles. The people who sat in darkness saw a great light, and upon those who sat in the land and shadow of death, light arose to them." From that time Yahushua began to proclaim and to say, Repent, for the reign of the heavens has drawn near. And Yahushua, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brothers, Shimon, called Kepha, and Andri, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, Follow me, and I shall make you fishers of men. And immediately they left their nets and followed him. And going on from there, he saw two other brothers, Yaakov, the son of Zebediah, and Johanan, his brother, in the boat with Zebediah, their father, mending their nets. And he called them. And immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. And Yahushua went about all Galilee, teaching in their congregations and proclaiming the good news of the reign, and healing every disease and every bodily weakness among the people. And news about him went out into all Syria, and they brought to him all who were sick, afflicted with various diseases and pains, and those who were demon-possessed, and epileptics, and paralytics, and he healed them. And large crowds from Galilee and Decapolis, and Jerusalem, and Yehuda, and beyond the Jordan, followed him. Chapter 5. But when he saw the crowds, he went up on a mountain. And when he was seated, his taught ones came to him. And having opened his mouth, he was teaching them, saying, Baruch are the poor in spirit, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Baruch are those who mourn, because they shall be comforted. Baruch are the meek, because they shall inherit the earth. Baruch are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they shall be filled. Baruch are the compassionate, because they shall obtain compassion. Baruch are the clean in heart, because they shall see Elohim. Baruch are the peacemakers, because they shall be called sons of Elohim. Baruch are those persecuted for righteousness' sake, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Baruch are you when they reproach and persecute you and falsely say every wicked word against you for my sake. Rejoice and be glad, because your reward in the heavens is great. For in this way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You were the salt of the earth, but if the salt becomes tasteless, how shall it be seasoned? For it is no longer of any use, but to be thrown out and to be trodden down by men. You are the light of the world. It is impossible for a city to be hidden on a mountain, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it shines to all those in the house. Let your light so shine before men, so that they see your good works and praise your Father who is in the heavens. Do not think that I came to destroy the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete. For truly I say to you, till the heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall by no means pass from the Torah, till all be done. Whoever then breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the reign of the heavens. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the reign of the heavens. For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall by no means enter into the reign of the heavens. You heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder. And whoever murders shall be liable to judgment. But I say to you,
All right, Shabbat, Shalom, shalom, shalom. Not Shabbat, shalom, 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 shalom. Once again, you're not under the sounds of the voice of the true disciples of Christ. I'm your host, Kahan Tazadaq, which is Yahushua. First of all, giving all praises to the supreme Elohim of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose proper name is Yahweh. All praises due to Yahweh, Yahushua. This is Yahushua. Ali, Shaitan's been coming at me hard, man, through all avenues. Well, told you I was about to close on the home, right, Ali? You there, brother Ali?
Kane, can you hear me, Kane? Yeah, I know you was telling me you were supposed to.
How about this? After I got off the phone talking to you, I got a call from one of the lenders saying you have a student loan in default. An old student loan, Ali, that I had utterly forgotten about. You know, this is a VA loan, right?
Okay.
So because of the old student loan, they say you can't get the house. So what? I mean, Ali, they had to be digging. You understand what I'm saying? To go and look for something like that.
Okay.
It's going to stop me. So I said, damn, I don't even know who I pay. So, you know what I mean? Student loan, they got froze. Everything got froze because of the scamdemic. They don't even come back into effect until after January the 22nd.
Okay.
2022, right? So I said, how do I sort? They throwing anything, Ali. I got the son's mom trying to go down to the court, file for custody. It's coming from all angles, man. All angles. So yeah, I mean, this is the Heavenly Father chastising those whom He loved. So I said, the lady sent me, we need to know what you're gonna do. What kind of actions are you gonna take on this? I said, praise be the Most High. Take care. Hey, Ali, I started going through my documents and I found this old student loan, Ali, from the early 2000s.
Wow.
This what I had. Then I'm calling. And it went to collections. They couldn't get it. You know how I move, Ali. They couldn't get it, so they went back. They went back to the Department of Ed. So I said, okay, man. So I found the number. You know, it had to be the Most High because I went through it like that. They didn't expect me to do it, Ali. You know what I'm saying? I got him on the phone. You know, how much you a legend that I owe blase. Boom. Took care. Did it. I contacted mortgage people. It's done. It's done. Go and check it now. Run it back again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Run it back again. Oh my. Thank you for taking care of this so quick.
Okay.
Who else got something, man? What I'm saying is, who else have something?
Wow.
They trying to stop. This is Yahushua.
No weapons formed against you shall prosper.
No weapons, man. They trying everything, Ali. They sending
but their efforts are futile, brother. Futile.
Come on. They sending women trying to get off. I mean, all kind of women, Ali. They coming from every direction. Don't talk, man. I'm like, yo, man.
They can't stop you.
It's the Most High work.
No doubt.
Still standing on all 10.
Praise the Most High.
So because of that, Ali, I want to talk about because this week, Ali, Shaitan becoming hard. I'm feeling like Job. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm feeling like Job out this piece, Ali. They coming with everything they got from all angles. Real talk, Ali. They coming hard from all angles. Yeah, okay. Still standing. They haven't been able to break me, Ali. I'm still standing with a smile, man. Still smiling. Untouched, man. I go down to the court today, man. You know, put in a notice. I see they mom's limping. Like she got a bum leg walking out of the court. Trying to go in there and put an order. I said, wow, they coming, man. Satan's really using me. He really getting on these people, man.
Yeah.
So because of that, you know, most people were breaking under this kind of pressure, Ali.
No doubt. You're not most people. You're not most people.
I move as if I don't feel a thing.
Okay.
So because of that, man, I want to talk about being tested. Because most people break, they get stressed out. They start getting angry with everybody, Ali. I move as if I don't feel a thing. Because that's how the Most High made me. So tonight we're going to talk about being a Job. Don't worry about what so-and-so did. Consider my servant Job. Job was a perfect and upright man. They say nobody's perfect, Ali, but that's a lie.
And Job
You always hear the Christians say nobody's perfect. That's a damn lie.
Yes.
The scriptures say Job was a perfect and upright man.
Okay.
Perfect. So you have to try to be a Job. That's the ultimate goal, is to be a Job. So all of you out here that's sinning, you're making excuses for your action. You're not a Job. You're not a Job. So we're going to start with being tested when the Father chastises you. Now, mind you, Ali, I'm walking in the spirit of a Mashiach. I'm walking his life. Because when we think of it, like muse over this, Ali, we talking about the Son of the Most High, right?
That's right.
And when he came into the world, Ali, he came as a man so man could become the supreme Malahan. When he came into the world, how did the Most High treat him? Did the Most High say, this is my son? Go and sit there on that royal throne and rule the nations. Nah, he didn't tell him that. That boy caught hell, Ali.
Okay.
Christ caught hell since before he was born. Before he was born, they was trying to kill him in the womb. All males.
Kill all the firstborn males.
Kill him. Kill all the firstborns, man. Age 2 and under, because they heard the Messiah was coming to birth. A lot of us are like that, Ali. You've been running. He had to flee from the land in which he was born, Ali.
No doubt.
To spare his life.
Come on.
You've been, many of us are the same way. You've been running. You ran from the south. You ran up north. Your mom,
nobody's
ran up north. You came from the south. You was eating cornbread, Kool-Aid, and a bologna sandwich. They don't even call it a sandwich. They call it a sandwich. A bologna sandwich. They came up north, and they second and third generations developed a northern accent because you was running.
Okay.
Just like Mashiach, man. So you're going to be tested. But what do you do when you get tested? So let's start with the book of James, first chapter, verse 2 through 4. Let's see what the Most High say we're supposed to do. Because I try and tell people this all the time. Don't allow things stress you out. I told someone yesterday, Ali, watch this. It sounds very practical, right?
Okay.
But it's very powerful. I say, watch this. I say, it doesn't make any sense to worry. I looked them in the eyes. I said, look at me. It doesn't make any sense to worry. Because most of the things that you worry about never happen, but you still go right on worrying. That's everyone, right? Now, it doesn't make sense to worry about things that you can't change. This is why I say to him, Ali, watch this. It doesn't make sense to worry about things that you can't change. Because instead of worrying about them, you should be working on how to change it. So it doesn't make sense to worry about things. And it doesn't make sense to worry about things that you can change, because instead of worrying, you should be changing. So ultimately, it makes no sense to worry. Worry doesn't solve anything. So you either change it or you learn to deal with it. That's practical knowledge, but it's very powerful. Very, very powerful. But people don't heed the knowledge. They just go right on worrying and be stressed out. And then they wonder why. You see, what happens here, it causes you to damage your internal organs. When you worry a lot, that causes sickness, man. It causes internal illnesses, right? You end up with an ulcer, open sore in your stomach from worrying. Some people die of worrying. So you're going to be tested. But what will you do when you're put through the trial? Book of James, chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. Let's read. James, chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. Can I get a reader?
The book of James, chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. My brethren, count it all joy.
Count it what? Count it what?
All joy.
All joy. Read on.
When ye fall into divers temptations.
So why are people worrying, Ali? Hamashiach is saying, count it. He's saying through his prophet James, count it as all joy.
King.
We're supposed to be joy when we're tested, because the scripture said in the book of Hebrews, the Father chastised those whom he loved.
King.
People without chastisement, you're bastards and not sons. Chastise me, Most High. You chastise them to make it better. Okay, read on.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
So they trying the faith. So when these things come after me, I'm not no regular dude, man. I keep telling them that, Ali. I keep telling them I'm a starseed. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not of this world. Yeah, you see me here spiritually, but this is not me. You see me here physically, but you can't see the real me. You can feel me. You feel me all of the time. And some of you I make hate me because my spirit is so strong. It make you look yourself in the mirror. I show you the mirror of truth. And you hate what you see in that mirror. So you need to change your look. Don't get mad with me. Change your look. Count it all joy. Read on.
But let patience have her perfect work.
But let patience have a complete work, lacking nothing. From there, General Yahushua, jump down to verse 12.
Book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed, or Barak, is the man that endureth temptation.
You hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Barak is the man that endures temptation. Barak is the man that's able to endure the temptation of a woman walking around half nude, and you know that woman's married, but the spirit of Satan jump on you and jump on her. A lust demon jump on you. You said, ain't nobody looking. How you doing? And Eve leading you straight to the slaughter, man. She's leading you straight to the slaughter. You can't endure temptation. Most of you are weak. You're spiritually weak. You know why? Because you're carnal as hell. You're following the flesh. If you're following the flesh, you can't follow the Supreme Elohim correctly, man. You know?
For when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life.
So when these people, when they run in the race, Ali, they run in for a carnal prize. When we're tried, we're gonna receive the crown of life, immortality. We're dealing with people's spirits right here. If you foolishly think that this flesh is all there is, then you're definitely off your rocker. You're definitely off your rocker. We're talking about people's spirits, man. We're talking about the ruach, the nefesh, your soul. That's what we're dealing with right here. From there, let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 3. Count it all a joy. Count it all as a blessing when you're tested. I'm talking to somebody right now because a lot of you are being tested and you don't handle it well. And I try and talk to them, Ali. I say, yo, stop worrying so much. Don't allow things to worry you. And they go right on worrying. They stressed out. And nobody wants to be around a person like that, Ali. You understand what I'm talking about? Because they're miserable. They're on a lower level of vibration, and they're going to bring you right down there with them, man.
Okay, absolutely.
Right down with them.
Absolutely.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 3. The fining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold. But Supreme Elohim trieth the hearts.
So the Most High is going to test you. The real heart here is not talking about a heart in your chest. He's talking about the core of your thinking, which is your mind. See, the world is mind. M-I-N-D, not M-I-N-E. World don't belong to me. The world is mind. You understand what I'm talking about? Your mind is limitless. It has limitless potential. You keep limiting. You keep placing limitations on yourself. Try and get you to soar to new heights. See, the Father chastised those whom we love. When the Most High start putting things in some of these people's lives, Ali, they get mad. They stop believing. They turn away. They back away from struggle. A struggle come, they start running the other way. I start running to it. And say, that's all you got? You knock me down, I'm getting back up.
Okay.
Still stay. Knock me down again, I'm getting up again and again and again. I'm going to break your spirit before you break mine.
Okay.
The spirit of the Ruach is moving in me, man. Okay. From there, let's get the book of Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Start reading at verse 5. Some of you could feel this right now, because some of you are going through this, man. I don't know what it is. There's some spiritual wickedness, but like it's that season, right? It's their hell of a day, right? And every time the hell of a day pop up, man, this spirit, these unclean spirits start going through the air, man. And you know what I mean? Taking on people, man. Come on. Better check your spirit, kings. Hebrews 12, verse 5. I want these Christians to come to where are these Christians at that be challenging people? Please send them over here to me, man.
They're too busy buying turkeys.
Come on. It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Supreme Allah.
You see what the scriptures are saying? The scriptures say don't despise when you're being chastised. What happened? What happened when I chastise people, Ali? They can't make it. They can't take it. They're not built for it. They run. You're like a damn puppy with his tail between his legs. You big overgrown man. Big overgrown horse, Ali. Getting his emotions. I don't like how he talked to me. What that dude say? I like how Yashabim talk to me better. That's Negro, you sweet. You sweet, man. You got too much feminine energy. I'm talking to you like a man. Well, you know, I think Yashabim should be the leader. He talked to me better. Nigga, shut up.
Okay.
Like you if I was closer to you, man. I'm gonna make a man out of you, man. That's how you make a man. You put him through the kill, man. You put him to the ringer. You put him to the test, man. That's why a lot of these dudes, man, when they go to prison, they go on a man and they come out a womb man. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Break their spirit. See, when a lion go against a lion, Ali, somebody's dying. You understand what I'm talking about? But when a lion go against a sheep, that sheep gonna get ate every time.
There's a meal. That
sheep's gonna get ate every time. And so the sheep's gonna be in there washing someone's dirty underwear and washing their socks.
Okay.
The lion's gonna fight to the end. One of them gotta go. Can't be two kings, man. So when you chastise, man, or all you do is every week and you didn't belong here anyways.
Okay.
God, when you get chastised and I'm giving you love, that's what's crazy. I'm giving you love.
That's right.
You receive it because you're weak and feeble. Read what you got, King. A man said it's funny. FRT TV said it's funny, but it's real. It's funny, man. I'm not even trying to be comical right now.
Come on. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Supreme Allah, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
You know,
verse 6. For whom the Supreme Allah loveth, he chasteneth.
That means he disciplined you, man. Like a father disciplined his son when his son get out of line. Hey, look, Lil Ray, don't go in the street. Lil Ray ran to tell his dad's not looking. Lil Ray go in the street. His dad went to work. His mom telling him the same thing over and over. Lil Ray don't go in the street. Lil Ray done been in the street 3 times. Dad come home. Lil Ray in the street. Dad went up to him and busted his ass. The Rebbe got
judge.
He chastised.
Mm-hmm.
Mom trying to get in the way. A mom get in the way of an angry dad, she gonna get some of it too. She gonna get some of it too, man.
Okay.
See, that's a real man right there. Hold hands. All right, you know what I'm talking about, Ali? Hold hand.
Okay.
The head of the Supreme Allah.
Hands on. Hands on.
Hold hands. You know what I'm talking about? That's the hand of the
right.
Most High, man. That's the power of the Most High right there, man. Straighten little Ray, shame him down and straighten him out.
That's right.
Ray won't be next time little Ray say, tell his boys, man, I got a dog, man. It's almost time for my dad to get here.
Okay.
And little Ray don't know his father's saving his life. Because 10 years from there, little Ray is going to realize those people that he was hanging out there with is locked up or dead. And now little Ray is successful because he had a father that chastised him. That's what the scriptures is trying to tell you by him. Okay. You guys, what happened when you get chastised? You run. You know why? Because you was raised by a woman. You got a lot of feminine energy. You're not used to dealing with a real man. Most of these dudes can't be around me because you move like broads. You can't handle it. You're not used. That's why he talks so rough, they say. What the book of Isaiah 58 verse 1 say? Someone grab me that real quick. You want to know why I talk so rough? That's why he's so harsh. But you know what? Real women say, Ali, wow, I like your spirit. I love that masculine. You know what I mean? I like that masculine. But the ones that try and turn him into a Tito or Michael Jackson. Pass me the tissue. David, pass me the tissue. Why Ty's talking so loud? Go over there with the damn evangelist or something, man. You're on the wrong team, man. You're on the wrong team. Isaiah 58 verse 1, man, real quick. And we can come back to this.
Book of Yeshaya, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud.
What the Most High say?
Cry aloud.
Read on.
Spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Y'all hear that? Lift. So we're not to be talking all damn soft like we Michael Jackson or Prince or El DeBarge. We ain't to be talking like that, man. We are to cry aloud, lift up your voice like a trumpet. They said, why he's so angry? Because that's what my father told me to do. It's not anger, it's passion. You're just weak and frail and feeble-minded. Sissy. Okay, let's go back to Hebrews, Benai.
Come on.
Give it to him. We want uncut. Listen, man, I don't like that dude. But you don't like Christ. It's not that you don't like me, man. I'm highly favored, man.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 6.
Yeah. Yeah, bang, man. Most I got something for you, boy. Come out of that court. We know you watching in the background.
Yeah, they always be in the background.
Yeah, that's how the Negro love to be, man. The Negro love to be on the sideline. When it go down, the Negroes are always on the sideline, calling himself a Moor, an Israelite. But when it go down, he on the sideline, man. When it comes time for the revolution, the Negro ain't got no fight in him, man. He'll fight against Jake. But when that revolution pop off, he say, yo, man, I was just playing.
Yup.
Yeah, I was just playing.
Why?
Because a Negro love a lie, man. He loves a lie. Go ahead, Benai.
For whom the Supreme Allahim loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
See that? So you're going to have to go through it, man. You got to pick up your cross. And didn't Hamashiach say, yo, if you will follow me, pick up your cross. You can't bear the crown if you're not willing to carry the cross. You got to pick up your cross, man. That means pick up your heavy burden.
Okay.
So why Christians walking around with a cross when it represents crucifixion? It represents death. Hamashiach hated that thing.
Okay.
They talking about an old rugged cross. That thing represented death, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna pay, man. He's coming back, man. He's gonna get that damn caveman that pierced him with the sword and put vinegar on him too. He's gonna come back and put him to death as is prophesied.
Come on.
Let's get to Boreum, man. 8 verse 5. This is all about chastisement, man. What do you do when you're chastised? You endure it.
Mm-hmm.
You endure it. Someone go to the book of Job 1 verse 1. Someone got that Boreum, Deuteronomy 8 and 5. Where's Daryl Thornhill tonight, man? We're gonna chastise him, man.
My mic was on. So Deuteronomy.
Don't fall out of this truth, man. Deuteronomy 8 verse 5.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chastiseth his son,
See that?
so the Most High, thy supreme Elohim, chastiseth thee.
So when I chastise these people, Ali, I'm giving them love, but they don't understand it because they don't know what real love is. When you love your son, you're going to discipline him so he won't go out there and do wrong. You're really saving his life.
Exactly.
You're really saving his life.
You don't do it, the police department will. If you don't do it, the schoolhouse will. If you don't do it, the dead Jacob nigga gonna do it. Why not you do it?
Let's go to the book of Job, man, chapter 1, verse 1. Watch this, watch this. So you got to be a Job. Everybody on this call, you got to learn to be a Job. Consider my servant Job. You don't want to be Job, man. They don't want Job, but they want the job, Ali. You dig what I'm saying? They don't want Job, they want job.
They want the job, okay.
Right. Fiat.
Selling their souls for it.
It's the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. And that man was perfect and upright.
The man was what? Hold on. You sure not reading that wrong, Daryl? That man was what?
That man was perfect and upright.
But Christians say you can't be perfect. They say, oh, nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Read it again.
And that man was perfect and upright.
So you can be perfect. So they lying. That man was perfect and upright. Read on.
And one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep.
Listen well, David. Listen well, Elder David. You know.
And 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 sheaves of asses, and a very great household. So that this man.
So Job had a lot of substance. Job was very well off.
So that this man was the greatest of all the men of the East. Verse 4. And his son went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning, and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it might be that my sons have sinned and cursed the Most High in their hearts.
See that? So Job, this man was so righteous. He's praying for his sons and daughters. He said they might have sinned and didn't even know it. So I'm going to pray for them. You know?
Thus did Job continually. Verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Most High, and Satan came also among them.
See that? So Satan, see the spirit of Satan, he don't have to go after Lil Nas. Satan already got him in his hip pocket. He don't have to go after these entertainers. Satan already got them.
Tell
you
him,
don't have to
brother.
go after the woman out there in the corner with pumps on, dressed naked. Satan
Dang.
already got them in his hip pocket.
Tell him.
Now you
Tell
think
him.
it's funny all you want to. See, he has to go after the Jobs. He has to go at the people that's trying to keep these laws, right? So the spirit of Satan is always there, man, trying to get you to go astray. Don't yield to it. The spirit of Satan, he'll come through a man. A woman could have a perfectly good marriage, and Satan will come through a slick talking Negro. Say, yo, baby. He's not, she might have a little argument with her husband, Ali. Satan comes through him. Say, yeah, he's not treating you right. You don't deserve to be treated like that. And that simpleton, she go for it.
Yeah.
Not knowing that she's paving herself a guaranteed place in Hades for adultery. That's how Satan come, man. He's not going to come at you to something that you don't desire. Satan always come to something you like. It's going to be something you want, or it's going to be someone that you want. That's how Satan operates, because he tempts you. He's a tempter. He's a deceiver. So
Greatest
he puts
of all
something in
deceivers.
front of you that you want.
Gang.
Like a woman. And there's nothing in this world that a man wants more than a woman and money, Ali.
Tell it, brother.
A woman and money.
Tell it.
So he'll put a naked, almost naked woman in front of him with the exact kind of body he wants. And that Negro start lusting. He forget all about the Bible, man. He forget all of, man, matter of fact, he forget Yahushua's name.
My goodness.
that, when she starts shaking that booty, hypnotizing, man. Just hypnotize. Remember that song by Akon? You know, where you jumping and bouncing on the floor?
Yeah.
You hypnotize me with booty just pumping. You know what I mean? Just
Yes.
mesmerize. That's how he gets him, man. And he forgets everything. And then that's when Satan comes in and start whispering to you. He's trying to justify it. Well, he doesn't treat her right anyways. See, you got to justify your wrongdoing. That's deceptive intelligence. You justify wickedness to be able to justify well, he doesn't treat her like anyway. I'm not really doing nothing wrong. I'm trying to make her happy. And the Negro know he's sinning. And she knows she's sinning. And she knows what she's doing. She pretends she was in a moment. No, you're just wicked. You're wicked. Go ahead, read on, King.
You muted, Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl, we can't hear you.
So let's read it.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 7. And the Most High said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Most High and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
To and fro, up and down. That's the sign of the cross.
You see that? Satan told him, listen, man, I'm going around on this earth to see who I could get to send. And Satan's not alone. Remember, he got demonic forces that goes with him.
Okay.
Verse 8.
Get into people, man. That's what you see in these people sometimes.
And the Most High said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth?
See, that's what you're supposed to be striving to be a Job. Forget about so-and-so. Be striving to be a Job. Strive to be a perfect and upright man. You know.
A perfect and an upright man, one that feareth Yahweh and escheweth evil. Then Satan answered the Most High and said, doth Job fear Yahweh for naught? Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house?
So now he challenging the Most High. He said the only reason Job's obeying you is because you put a hedge around it. Remove that hedge and I'll make him sin.
And about all that he have on every side. Thou hast blessed the work of his hands. and his substance is increased in the land.
And again, showing you how wicked the woman could be. His wife told him, curse the Most High and die. When the Most High allowed Satan to chastise Job, his woman told him, curse the Most High and die. You're better off dead. And the Most High put her ass to death. Most High put her wicked behind the death for saying that. She told him, curse the Most High and die.
Verse 11.
The Negro would have done that for some vajayjay.
Verse 11. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he have, and he will curse thee to thy face.
See that?
And the Most High said unto Satan, behold, all that he have is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Most High. Verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses were feeding beside them. And the said beings fell upon to them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 16, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of Yahweh is fallen from heaven, and have burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said,
look at Satan coming at him, man. Look at Satan coming at him, man. Trying to break his spirit.
Back to back to back.
Back to back. Before it even finished, Satan coming with something else, man, because he's a devil that the Bible speaks of.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away. Yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 18, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 20, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Most High gave, and the Most High hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Most High. In all this, Job sinned not, nor charged the Most High foolishly.
Keep reading.
I'm at
they need to hear this, man. Keep reading.
Job 1 and 22. So you want chapter 2? That ended at 1 and 22.
No, it's 2 and 2. I mean 2 and 1. Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, verse 1. This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Most High, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Most High. Verse 2. And the Most High said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Most High and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Most High said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh, and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Verse 4, and Satan answered the Most High and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Most High said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. Verse 7, so went Satan forth from the presence of the Most High, and smote Job with sore boils from the soil of his
he put
flesh.
Job through everything, man. He got boils all over his body, man.
That's crazy.
And look, Job still didn't sin, man. He still didn't curse him. He still didn't curse the Most High, man. You got boils all over your body. His wife tell him, curse the Most High and die. The Most High dealt with her. Go ahead, devil.
And smote Job with sores, boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown.
See that? That means from the bottom of his foot to his head, his entire body was covered with boils and sores. Can you imagine that? He's still believing in the Most High, man. Tell me that's not faith, Ali.
Verse 8, and he took him a poster to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse Yahweh and die.
What would she say to him, Daryl? Would she say to Joe?
Curse Yahweh and die.
Woman told him to curse the Most High and die. Ain't the devil, the spirit of Satan jumped on her, man. See, Eve got that covenant with Satan, man.
Verse 10, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh? And shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. Chapter 11. Now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil.
That's good. That's good. It just goes on and on, man. That's good. We can stop it right there. Let's go to Proverbs 3 and 12.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 12. For whom the Most High loveth, he correcteth, even as a father, the son in whom he delighteth.
So there it is again. I'm going to tell you guys something, man. When you sin, don't say the Most High tempt you. Don't say that you couldn't handle it. When you sin, you're tempted by your own lust. Don't say the Most High done that thing. Let's get 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
It's the book of
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
See that?
But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Come. See that? You got to endure temptation, man. We can't make no excuse for it, man. We have to endure temptation so that you will be able to bear it. No temptation has taken over, you know what I mean? So people, oh man, he tempt me. No, you tempt yourself. So you have a power of choice. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Choose life, Tory Willis. Choose life, Tory.
Come on. That Job is powerful, man. You gotta have unbreakable faith.
They do everything at Job, man. Satan threw everything at Job, man. Job said, yo, biatch, that's all you got? Is that all you got? Job sinned not, man. Most High took everything away from him. See, the moral of the story is the Most High took everything away from him and then gave it back to him, even more than he had before. More than he had before, man. Job never sinned, man. Job almost dead. The life was almost out of him. If you read the entire book of Job, Job sinned not. So you got to try and be a Job. No matter who come against you, man. You know what's on my mind, Ali? Isaiah 41 and 10. Yeshaya 41 and 10. The Most High is with me. You understand that, David? David, you said something very relevant. You said, yo, they're coming after you. Don't, and you was right, David. I don't know how you knew it.
Come on.
The Most High must have whispered to you or something and sent the angel for you to warn me, because you said they're going to be coming after you, but don't break. Remember you told me that yesterday, David?
Come on.
And you're right, David. I said, damn, the Most High must have said something to him, because they damn sure coming. I'm still standing.
Good, good.
I'm still standing. Isaiah 41 and 10.
Book of Yeshaya, Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not.
Oh, I'm scared. No, I'm scared, man. They're coming at me, man. I can't do that. I can't do that in a secure party credit Tazadaq. They're going to lock me up. Get your weak ass up out of here, then, man. Go ahead, boy. Get up out of here, man. This is never meant for you anyways. You're scared, man. It ain't for no scary dudes, man. This ain't for no scary people. This is for real men and real women. Ain't no half-stepping over here. Better stay prayed up, because Satan's coming after you, man. He's coming hard, too, man. This is the season to be jolly. Santa equals Satan. All you got to do is unravel the letters. It's the same letters. Santa equals Satan. They just rearranged it on you. That's what Santa represents. He's dressed in all red and white. Red is symbolic to a lower spirit. Red is symbolic to fire. Then they have a story about him going down the chimney, because going down the chimney represents the depths of hell. That's symbolic to him going down into hell. And he has these Chris Krangles with him. Elves. They represent the devil. What do they call them? Crumpets. What are those things that we with Santa? A Christmas trumpet. They represent the devil, man.
Crumpus.
Right.
And then his elves are what? Swarthy Pete. Come and beat the little children.
Right. Those are nothing but demonic forces, man. See, this is why a lot of you can't survive, man. You're trying to fight physical in a spiritual fight. You gotta get your spirit up, king. See, the things that I teach you is spiritual, but you're trying to understand it physical. This is spiritual, man. This is against principalities. You trying to wrestle against flesh and blood? Take him on, Tazadaq. I got it. You got nothing, nigga. This is all spiritual. This is spiritual warfare. You better keep under your body. Trying to fight spiritual. Like when the Most High telling them to come up out of her, my people. You're all trying to run to Israel like it's holy over there. Wow, yeah, come on, I'm going to Africa. For what? Have you looked around recently? You see how many Buddha scratchers are over here? But you going to Africa? Go to Harlem and watch all them booty scratchers over there. But you going to Africa? Are you serious? Walk down 125th.
Especially.
Walk down 125th. It smells like a Nam ram because so many booty scratchers out there and not wearing no deodorant because they think that they believe that attracts a woman more. Yeah. Then they'll cut the woman's uterus site so she can't feel nothing. They're not like us, man. They might have our skin, but they're not our kin. Understand that. So you better keep under your body, man.
Come on.
You better keep under your body, man. Stay prayed up. And you better start fasting, man. You people better start fasting. Keep your spirits right. Fasting makes your spirit stronger.
What do I know? It does. You're right. You give your body a chance to rest and clear out toxins. When you clear out toxins from your body, the same thing takes place in your mind. You become more alert. Your senses a little bit more keen, clarity, all of that. The Most High tells us to fast and pray, often, and it's not for no reason. Now they put labels on it, intermittent fasting and all this other stuff. The Most High has been saying doing this for years, from the beginning. We need to reinvent the wheel. It's already in there. You just got to follow it. Build their faith up.
Let's get 1 Corinthians 9:24. Let me show y'all something, man. See, Ali, they running for a carnal prize. I'm the this. I want to be the that. That's carnal. This is spiritual. You're trying to fight physical in a spiritual fight. Let's get it. 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, verse 24. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Thumbs up as you come in the room. Thumbs up.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all?
See that? So the scriptures is saying when they running in a carnal race, everybody's running. They trying to win, Ali. Everybody trying to win. You see Mayweather in the ring. Bam, bam, bam. They fighting for a prize. Welterweight champion of the world. They running a race. Usain Bolt. Run, Negro, run. Run, Negro, run. He's running. He's running for a prize.
But one receiveth the prize.
So all these people running. I was in the gym the other day, and I was watching the cross country. You had about 200-300 people running. They all running for the prize in pain. They running for the prize, for Esau's prize. That's not going to bring him a damn thing. What you going to get? You're a trophy. They made it in some factory. They running for a prize. See, the prize that they're running for is temporary. The prize that I'm trying to give you is immortality. It's forever. But you running for a prize that's carnal.
But one receiveth the prize.
Only one gets the prize. You got Yashabim running, Ali running, Benaiah running. Benaiah started running circles around you. Then he threw up. Everybody running for the prize.
Day
Yeah,
one.
man, I'm running circles around you. All right, watch that, man. He running for a prize. You don't understand. Me and Yashabin was running for a different kind of prize. He running. We see Shemayim in front of us. He's running for the prize. He trying to beat me and Yashabin in the race. He throwing up. Let's go, man. Let's get it. My eyes on the prize. They can't see the prize that my eyes are on. It's not of this world. Wake up, Jacob. Jacob, you better wake up. Go ahead, King, read on.
So run.
So
run that ye may obtain.
So you better run so you can obtain this prize, which is immortality. We're dealing with people's spirits right now, man. You know.
And every man that striveth for the mystery is temperate in
so
all
the prize
things.
that they running for, the prize that Mayweather was fighting for, is temporary. The prize that Tyson was fighting for was temporary. Tyson flabby, fat, and sick now, man. Weed head. It's a temporary prize. You know, drew all over his face, can't take it off. Look like a cartoon character. Sit around and smoke weed all the time, man. I'm making it in the kingdom. Nope. Get that thing off of your face, boy. Get that thing off your face. God, you know, see, that's a temporary prize. Look at Tyson now. Where they at now, man? Most boxers, when their career is over, they can't even hold a coherent sentence because they've been punched in the face so much. So they have slurred speech and their brains delayed for getting punched in the face so much. For what? For a prize. For a temporary prize. Now you got Alzheimer's or something like that. You got Parkinson. You got hit in the face so much when you was younger. Because that was a temporary prize. Fame pass. Look how they made Holyfield look. He got in the ring against Vitor Belfort. Vitor Belfort would have never been able to touch Holyfield in his prime. Still fighting for that temporary prize, man. Looked it awful.
He was down
Fighting
bad.
for the wrong prize, man.
He got knocked out.
Come on. I mean, he's 60-some years old, man. Vitor Belfort is only in his 40s. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's too old to be in that ring. You could tell by the way he speaks. It's just way too slow. His time has been over in that ring.
Come on, man.
God, and every man that striveth for the mystery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
See, their crown is corruptible. Mayweather fighting for the title.
But we an incorruptible.
We're doing it for an incorruptible crown. We're doing it for salvation. We're doing it for immortality. Incorruptible crown. You know.
I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one.
So you ain't gonna fight like Mayweather. He's shadow boxing. You know what I mean? He's shadow boxing. You ain't fight. We ain't gonna fight to win, man. He's shadow boxing. Most High say don't fight like that. Not as one to beat if to win. Read on.
Not as one that beateth the air.
Yeah, you beating it. You out there shadow box. That's a carnal prize right there. I'm not saying don't know how to use your hands, man, but that's carnal. You get a little old, he can be punching like this. You're looking like Holyfield, man.
Verse 27.
He shouldn't be in that field anymore, man. So he got holes put in him, man. He got holes punched in him. Now he really lives up to his name, Holyfield. You're in the wrong field of boxing, man, at that age. Now you got holes in you.
But I keep under my body.
You got to keep under your body, man. Bring it into subjection.
And bring it into subjection.
See that? That means you got to bring your body into subjection, man. You got to stop lusting. Whatever problem you got to stop doing it. You bring your body into subjection under your mind, under your spirit. But your body's ruling you. You're on the substance controlling. Man, just I need a drink. You try to fight the urge, you can't. Some of you addicted to food. You fat. You got a gut out the head. You still, just have one more. One more. And your stomach going up further and further. Last year, at least you could see the tip of your penis. Now this year, your stomach's out even more. You can't even see your damn toes. Your gut's out so far. You got to get a mirror to see your toes, man. It's a damn shame. And you know I'm not lying. A lot of you know I'm not lying, man. You fat, man. Got read.
Least that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
So you got to make sure you're keeping this soul, so you can't be preaching someone else, and then you don't make it. You're preaching all this stuff, and you're not even doing it. You're going to be a castaway. You yourself be a castaway. So the Most High chastised those whom He loved. So when someone, things going hard for you, consider it all joy. Don't run away from it. Run towards it. Whatever you fear, you got to run towards it. That's how you overcome it. You don't overcome it by running away from it. You got to face it. Because on the other side is exactly what you're looking for. It's success. It's greatness. But you're not going to get to the crown if you don't want to carry the cross. Say a few, David.
Good work, Hunt.
Nah, this is right on time, man. This is similar.
Needed this, man.
Yeah, they do.
It was standing in the room before it started.
Yeah, that FRT something TV guy or gal. I don't know who that is. They said they're supposed to send you an email or something and all that, but it don't matter what side of the truth you win when it comes to life, because you're always going to be tested. But when you win the truth, those that love the Most High always end up on top, just like the way it says, in Job. All things work for the good of those of them that love Yahweh. Follow after the Master, as it is written. So you want to be tested and be 6 feet under or under somebody's feet, or you want to be standing tall, upright like a man at the end of it, better than you was when you started. Everybody has to walk through it. No matter who you are, everybody's going to be tested. No matter what level, no matter how much stuff you have, doesn't matter how much stuff you don't have, you will be tested. And here, true disciples of Christ, as y'all just witnessed, you taught exactly how to stand that test. What was that? I couldn't make that out. You taught how to stand the test. Stay in this book, fast and pray, day and night. Because you may not need it at this moment, Ali, but you will need it.
Cain, not Cain. I like the fact that you're reminding the brothers and sisters out there that they will be tested. on this journey in life, what would it be without these tests? As you pass the test, you get the monies. That's the testimonies. And the monies don't always mean Federal Reserve notes. Sometimes it's the wisdom that's the payoff after the test. But it's constantly a test so that you'll know exactly, the Most High got us regardless. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna get tested in this life. I mean, what other reason would you be on this earth if not to get tested? Because you can't bring a lot of this nonsense that they carrying on the United States. You can't bring that up to the Most High. That's not what they doing up there. That's not of a righteous mindset. So a person can't serve two masters. You'll love one and hate the other. That's what the test in life for, to find out what creator are you actually serving. If you're serving the one that your slave master gave you, you're serving a creator that's man-made. But if you're serving the one that maybe one of your fellow brothers, such as Tazadaq or even Tazadaq, is bringing to the table, this is the one that created the earth. This is the correct one. Go that way. But a lot of people are catching a lot of hell because they're serving a creation that man has come up with. That's why they fell in a lot of these tests. And I appreciate Kahan Tazadaq and the disciples of Christ for just being blunt and truth fact finders, factual speakers. That doesn't take no type of emotion. And for people who want it to get watered down, you go to those channels that's watering down everything. Maybe that's what they want to live, is a lifestyle, something synthetic. But what the brothers in Tazadaq is bringing to us, his disciples, and bringing to this world is factual truth to pass these tests, not based upon what man can do, but what for the Most High can do. And Kahan Tazadaq can't give credit to nobody but the Most High. No religious institution or any of these sororities gave this brother this information. So he can't give these outlets no credit for this. This is all the Most High giving this to this brother. And the brother is bringing it to us. All praises be to the Most High. I enjoy these outlets, and I thank the Most High for the brothers here on this panel too that constantly show up. It's this type of discipline that's going to continually help us to pass the test of poverty, pass the test of hunger, pass the test of homelessness. All those are diseases and curses that they talk about in Deuteronomy. And here it is, we're blessed to be in the position to be on an outlet like this, so we can actually fight those proverbial curses. And it's a curse to be homeless. That's by way of ignorance. It's a curse to sit up here and not have a roof over your head. That's by way of ignorance. And that ignorance comes by way of being given a doctrine where man teaches you to worship man. And he's always using the so-called dead Negro, the dead Jacob, to get his agenda across. I'm glad Brother Kahan Tazadaq talked about that bum of a dude. What's his name? Little Nas Rex or X or whatever the case. The poster child of confusion. But you see, we're always going to catch resistance because we're not of this world. Because if we was of this world, they'd love us like they love Little Nas X and any other transgressor out there. But they, the righteous ones, the saints, they are always going to catch because, we're living that Job lifestyle. But even with Job's situation, he got through with the Most High. And crazy how his rib sat up there and told him to come against the Most High or blaspheme the Most High. Job at his worst still said no. So that's very profound in the fact that Brother Kahan Tazadaq, because I guess in the Christian sector or in this Eurocentric world that we live in, I've embraced it at one time with the ignorance I had that nobody's perfect. But here it is, those pastors and those people put in these positions to point out somebody's perfect in the Bible, they never point out Job is told by the Most High that he is perfect. Even the devil say, well, this one is perfect. So with that being said, that's who we should start to strive to be. And there will be tests, but here it is, it's saying that Torah, that go ahead and endure, have no fear, because when it's all said and done, when this journey in this meat suit is over, you'll go to your creator, the Most High, and he'll give you a crown because you've passed your test on earth. That's the ultimate testimony. We got to keep passing these tests so we can have testimonies to tell others how to get over these very things that are plaguing us. And Kahan Tazadaq, he's most definitely setting that pathway. How many of us will be suffering if we're out there having to pay child support, foreclosure, calling on a false god, don't know how to use that Torah, don't know how to speak paleo? I mean, my goodness, it's being offered right here on this channel. So I'm very thankful. Once again, I want to say for T-Doc and for the Most High using Kahan Tazadaq as the amplifier, and Kahan Tazadaq setting that fire in everybody that's on this panel to continue to keep doing the Most High's work. You know, it's no business like the Most High's business, because the Most High's business won't stop. It ain't gonna ever stop.
Can't stop.
Every
Won't
tongue,
stop.
there you go. Every tongue shall confess, and every knee shall bow. Praise the Most High.
Hallelujah.
Cain. Every knee shall bow. So that goes to tell you, you know, this is a temporary thing. So-called man doing what man wants to do. Man making himself the all-cap God, making himself so-called God. Man doing that. Man using imagery to trick people. You know, it's ridiculous what he's done, but all of that's going to have to get done away with anyway. I'm sure no way designed by man, but Most High is going to do away with all that dealing, because it always has to work that way. This world will have a cleansing process. Look how the Most High allowed the very coronavirus to run its course. And I can almost, with a good guess, state that everybody on this panel has not lost anyone from coronavirus, nor the so-called police brutality that plagues the ones who don't know this information, that are living in ignorance. You know, there's nothing new up under the sun. Them same weak spirits back in Egypt who didn't put the mark on their door, the Most High set up there and brought death right to them. But the righteous ones, man, ain't none of us see nothing from that so-called coronavirus. None of us. And then if we saw something, it didn't last no more than a few days with us, if then less than that in most cases. But here you got the ignorant ones, the pork eaters, the so-called, you know what I'm saying, man on man. A lot of them guys and females gave up the ghost, following man's doctrine instead of the one that created man, following the one who can destroy the meat suit instead of worrying about the one who can destroy that meat suit and the soul within. Man, these people crazy. They scared of this damn cop. This cop didn't make the heavens and the earth. They're scared of the judge. The judge didn't make the heavens and the earth. They live in a man-made doctrine. That man-made doctrine didn't make no heavens and the earth. Man, when are they gonna wake up, huh? When are they gonna wake up? Many are called, few are chosen. And 144,000, 12,000 from each tribe. And here we are, and it's in Egypt, in Egypt once again by way of ships, going through these very curses. Some of us are. Once again, I thank the Most High for allowing you, Kahan Tazadaq, to be the one to bring this truth to a lot of us as the brotherhood on this channel here. You know, and of course, this ain't no religion. Man, this is the facts. This is the truth. This same law and order is the same law and order that the Most High practices, that he's told us to practice. This is the second coming right here. The Most High is doing it. So I appreciate this outlet. I keep on doing what you're doing. You know, we're going to start worrying when the haters, when they don't keep your name on their lips anymore, then something ain't right. That's when I get worried. But, you know, with that being said, all praises be to the Most High, brothers. Let's keep on keeping on and keep on pushing forward. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come.
I claim it.
Shalom, Jeffrey. What you got? Huh? You being tested? Oh, he must be. Jeffrey must have fell asleep.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
Nah, I'm here.
Okay. Praise the Most High.
God.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm not falling asleep on the word. Nah, never that.
I know this right. This is too good of a feast to fall asleep.
For real.
God, General Yashim, you mentioned being tested,
Mhm.
and you know, I'm struggling with everything, but try to make sure that I don't try to make sure. I make sure that I'm going to stay in this word and see it through. But, you know, I just had to go back to the just over broke, and it's like starting all over again. But I know a little bit more than I did before I left the last time. So I'm here for learning. I'm here for the rebuke. I'm here for the chastisement. I'm here for all of it. I need it. When the Kahan speak about, you know, your belly sticking out, you know, you worrying for no reason, and then you see the words up there, you see the title, you're being tested. It's like, yeah, it's directed right at me, because I'm being tested by all of those things. But I'm gonna be here trying to make sure I'm learning and getting a clear understanding so that things can get better. Not for what did we just learn earlier? I'm not running no race for no prize. I'm running a race for my salvation. I don't know about anybody else. That means I might have to slow down on trying to learn the commerce side. But, you know, I'm going to make sure I'm trying to learn this word.
God, you guys out there that haven't got the revised corporations book, you might want to go ahead and get that with all those affirmations and stuff up in there.
What book you said that was?
Biblically based for the most part. Those affirmations will get you right.
It's lucky, brother. What book was that?
Corporations, the revised version.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you hear that word, put that thing in the act.
It's demonic, man. It's demonic. It's demonic. Look at Big Show. It's demonic, man. Look at this clown. Now you can see a demon's moving on this dude, man. Look at the one on the floor.
That's wicked.
Look at spirits, man. Look at this clown. They look like a bunch of zombies, man.
Facts.
Look at that. Bunch of clowns, man. Look at this. What the hell is this?
read.
That demon's coming out, man. Look at this, man. She's shaking all that funk around. Look at this lady, man. Entire church, man. What the hell is wrong with these people, man? These demons, man. The entire church is doing it. Most likely need to jack their asses up, man. Look at that. Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. There's your Negro spiritual, man. Damn.
I just couldn't, man. I couldn't. It never sat well with me. Ever.
They blaspheme the Holy Spirit, man. You know they're acting, man. All that crazy foolishness, man. Spirits done jumped on them. I know they have headaches after that, man. Are they shaking their brain and all that, man?
Whiplash.
And running in the place. And they got on they all got on them loose, kind of shaky clothes, sort of look like they're doing more than what they're doing.
A lot of them just looking for attention from the whole church. You know, because if you put on a scene, everybody's looking down. Oh, what's up with that lady?
Right.
It'll make noise. I used to sit in there and just watch them, just be like, what the hell is going on? What is this?
Half of them be looking like zombies. That's the scary part.
That's what it is. The lady knew she was faking. That's why she was holding her head down. The entire while they had the camera on her head was down. You're running in place and all that, man. Negro's a strange creature, man. He's a strange creature. Wow.
Our people are being attacked on all fronts. They're having concerts where the females are urinating on people now, and the public laughs about it.
They let them do it. They let them do it.
Yeah, and they said, well, they haven't made a big stink about it or nothing in the media, but they constantly every day talking about the young guy that the people died at the concert, but they haven't made no mention about this demon being on stage, you know, urinating all over people.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man. Anyone else, man, before we shut this down, man? It's getting a little late, man. Wow, man. What a day, man. What else you got, man? Bring it. I'm still here like Job, man. So I guess that's it. We're going to say shalom. Everybody be safe. Stay prayed up, man. Stay in the scriptures, man. Don't let people tempt you.
Okay.
Don't become too worldly, man. If you become worldly, you're going to regret it. Everything would have been for nothing. If you turn back, everything's for nothing. No matter if they laugh at you or whatever, man, you got to keep it. You got to stay strong. Hold on. We got a question here. Is there anything wrong with marriage or having kids outside of my race or nation as a so-called black woman? Come on the call, sis. Summer. Come on the call, sis, if that's a legitimate question. Hear that, Ali, at the end? Let me put the link
Dang.
in. All praise is due to the Most High. Like she's
All
having
praises
kids
to the
with her
Most High.
race. What is her race? Looks like she might be a mulatto, so-called mulatto. Let's see.
Every race got the end.
Right. Summer, come on in the room. Feels like winter over here though. That question is a very interesting one. You need to hear your voice to see why you're asking that question in the spirit that you're asking it in. I think some questions are designed to create controversy. And Samaj, she's not coming. She's not coming. Oh. Adawanyam. Who is that? Is that Nicholas Carefoot? All right, looks like the sister's not coming in, man. But I'll answer the question then. So I'm gonna say shalom, man. Everybody be safe, man. Get a little rest, man.
Shalom,
Everybody be
y'all.
safe.
Shalom.
Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, everyone.